ganda ng lubo. Kasi first time namin mag-adventure. Tapos, nakagulat na kasi sobrang ganda niya. Kulang talaga sa, sabi mo, kulang sa exposure, kulang sa promote. Yun, kung mag-discover lang yun, I'm sure magugustuhan yun ng ibang tao. So yun, nakagulat lang talaga.
Tsaka ito si Neil, nakarelate din siya. Meron siya mga tinuro sa amin na gawing
Ay, yung
probinsya.
nga pala, yung papaya. Kaya, masarap talaga siya pag may kasamang suka at saka asin. So yun.
Ito naman si Ford tsaka si Tristan, nanggaling naman sa Valenzuela, tapos si Tristan naman sa Bulacan. So paano naman kayo nakarelate? O ano yung, saan kayo na-surprise?
Ako, na-surprise talaga ako sa yamang likas na bagay dito sa Pilipinas talaga. Kailangan talaga nating ingatan yung kalikasan kasi yung kalikasan yan ang ating kaibigan sa ating buhay. Kaya masasabi ko lang sana sa mga makakarinig sa sasabihin ko, sana po mahalin natin yung mundo. And alam ko, kaya ako nandito, ang mission ko ay para ibahagi yung kwento ng na-experience namin sa mga paglalakbay ng aming buhay. Ayan.
Ayun, sa akin lang po, huwag niyo lang po bastang makita lang sa mga promotions. Mas maganda po pagpupuntahan natin kasi po, mas makikita po natin talaga yung totoong kagandahan po ng ating kalikasan. So, meron din po akong tumatak sa akin doon na quote na nabasa ko na,
Ayun tayo.
yeah, yun nga eh. Talagang,
Hugot boy pala to si Tristan, na-discover ko.
ayun po, meron po akong nabasa doon na, if you love nature, you love God. So, yun po yung way natin para mas mapaganda at mas mahalin tayo ng Diyos. Yun po.
Ayan.
Thank you.
Abangan niyo po ang mga Tristan quotable quotes sa aming episode. Madami-dami po yun.
Gretch, I was just talking to Jen. She said they were so kidding that you guys went there. You and them, like...
The
like
community.
So, yeah, like really. Oh my God. Because, yeah.
Just
so
imagine,
you made
no?
their day, no? My God.
Nakakatuwa
You made
naman
their-
po. Actually, yun nga, parang sa simpleng pagpunta, sa simpleng pag-post, malaking bagay na yun talaga sa community na yun. And we hope to do that. We hope to share our time also with G Diaries. With this show, it's a very empowering show. And I think, it's not only us who's doing them a favor. They're doing us a favor by opening our eyes to so many things. And diba,
When you're going there, I mean, because you're already a celebrity, they go, oh my God.
Thank you so much to Ma'am Gina for this opportunity. Ngayon puntahan naman natin yung ating mga kasama na they are yet to embark on a G Diaries adventure. So let's because I wanna make this quick and open the floor for questions. Siguro how excited are you to do this show and what are you looking forward to? Starting with Inigo.
Well, I'm excited to just do the show and really go to my destination with Maurice. I think it's very important to somehow promote this because it's something that is very important to us as a culture, as a country, and para sa akin, getting the youth to kind of engage and kind of get into this type of thing is very important. I mean, it's not an adult thing, but we have to really share it with the kids nowadays that we have to love our own stuff, or we have such a beautiful country, and the only way to do that is really coming together and just promoting and really loving our own stuff, our own country, and that's something that I am looking forward to, and yeah.
The date with Maurice.
Yeah.
Pinag-uusapan nga natin yan sa music pala.
Okay.
You're trying to come up with more Tagalog songs kasi
Opo.
dapat natin mahalin ang
Oh,
ating sariling
tama.
wika, kultura, bansa.
Exactly.
So Kristel, how about for you?
Hindi pa po ako nakakapag-shoot ng episode dito sa G Diaries, pero excited po ako. And sobrang thankful ko po na bigyan ulit ng ganitong klaseng project dahil meron din po akong kasalukuyang ginagawang project ngayon under ABS-CBN Lingkod Kapamilya, Wikipedia po. So, thank you very much po sa pagtitiwala sa akin. And sobrang excited po ako dito dahil aside from adventurous po akong tao, gusto ko nga po kung may skydiving eh. Mga ganun levels po yung mga gusto ko, yung mabuwis buhay.
Direk, wag ako doon, siya na lang.
Hindi pa ako tumatay, joke lang. Pero, ayun po, masaya ako and thank you po sa inyo.
Ayun po, for me, I'm excited for the whole project kasi I love to travel and bilang kami sa mga artista dito, we sing, we love to influence people and kids kasi po kids are our future And that's really important po so we can influence everybody sa ating bansa. I'm just really excited. So yeah.
Any special requests? Joke lang. Antonette?
Skydiving din daw. Actually, I think some of the people that I'm friends with already know how much this means to me. Like when I got the call that there was going to be a show like this, grabe talaga. Like it really, I would say it made my year. For a very long time, I've been hoping and praying that something like this would exist on Philippine television para makita talaga ng mga kababayan natin yung katotohanan that our country is really so biodiverse. Yung sinasabi nila na we're the center of marine biodiversity. In reality, this is how biodiverse we are. Tayo ang kinukonsider nilang Amazon of the seas. And that's the Philippines, one and only, just us. And in reality, our countrymen should be so rich. The economy should be so rich considering all the resources that we already have and that we are provided for. But of course, we are here and Miss Gina is really the one that is leading the way to teach all these different communities how ecotourism can make better lives and how each and every decision we make truly has an impact. Kasi minsan iniisip natin na lahat ng desisyon natin, either para sa isang goal, para sa sarili, sa isang dream, sa isang ambisyon. But in reality, if we all make our decisions inclusive of the good of every single human being, we would all be working for each other's success and for each other's greatness. So I think this show is a really great opportunity to really show the world that everyone can make an impact, young or old, and even when you're having fun on vacation, simply by supporting local tourism the proper way, being environmentally friendly, and of course supporting local products na gawa natin sa Pilipinas na nanggagaling sa mga lugar na special talaga na doon lang makukuha. So, I wish I could go on every single adventure, but of course I can only go to one. But I will jot them all
Ayan,
down
special
and visit
request,
them.
Miss Gina, she wants to go on more than one.
Naku, ganun ba yan? I would love to go on all. I will jot that on my bucket list for sure. So thank you again for the opportunity.
Antonette, of course, with her food rescue advocacy and
Yes.
sustainability, environmental sustainability.
Yes,
Grabe siya.
I kind of live my life pretty much full time. We have an NGO that I established in 2016 and I named it after my mom. It's called Quora. So a lot of the initiatives we do are actually in support of these specific missions. So for us to be able to, or for me personally, to be able to learn from the experts and learn so much and be inspired, it's just such a great opportunity. And as we know, it's part of the global goals of the United Nations. There is an urgent call. A lot of people don't know na ang deadline ng ocean natin is not even 2030. It's actually 2025.
Wow.
And if we don't take drastic measures to really eliminate plastic waste, change the way we behave each and every single day, we are really all going to suffer. And it's our lifetime. It's not even the future generations, but us specifically. So
There's really a lot to learn.
A lot
for
to learn.
everyone.
and I'm excited to learn more so much from Miss Gina. So thank you so much for once again the opportunity, and I hope everyone will be able to really experience it, even if they're just watching it on TV. It's the first step towards change. So thank you once again.
Maraming salamat. Very heartfelt. Elmo, how about you?
First of all, good afternoon to everyone here, to the press. I just really want to thank Miss Gina for also including me in the G Squad. And I think us as this whole G Squad, I think we really have the power to make a change in our country. And Miss Gina, when she was giving her speech earlier about the places that we are supposed to go and to promote, it's really heartwarming how she's so passionate about this project of hers, and to be able to be a part of it is a big thing. And I feel like if we all can just really tag along, I know it's going to be hard if it's just going to be us G Squad, but we want to make we want to be the example for everyone here and for everyone who's listening to support our country. Like what Miss Gina said, like Singapore is super small, it's even smaller than Quezon City. And now that we have all of these special things in our country, why not make good use of it? Like we shouldn't really ignore it, and we should really support everything that's local. Like me, I think for me, what I can really
offer in this G Squad is that since like I grew up with my father, who is super locally super supportive also of his country, and now I think it's our time, it's our generation to it's the turn of the G Squad to support our own. So
Kaleidoscope World, Elmo version.
yes. So G Squad, I can't wait to start my project with G Squad.
Pero teka. May Inigo episode. Ano mo Ella?
We're working on it.
Working on it.
Hopefully.
That's a good sign.
We're working on it. Yes.
Alright, thank you so much. Now, I think, kaya na tanong ko sa'yo, Direk, bakit music? And I think it's because music connects everyone. No matter what nationality you're from, no matter what your language is, you can just connect with music and bridge differences. And I think that's what we're aiming to do with the show. So I look forward to that. And now, I am turning it over to our friends from the press. And we will have Mr. Aaron Domingo from ABS-CBN Corporate Communications to help us facilitate our question and answer portion.
Hi Gretchen, before we proceed, let's watch this special VTR.
Have you ever seen anything so beautiful like this? I'm telling you, my place, man. It's where I came from. Pilipinas. If you wanna relax, then I'm gonna be that man and show you satisfaction.
G Diaries Season 2. Ipapakita what happens when people work together from a space of love. That's the new theme of G Diaries. And to help us, we have the new Kapamilya Adventurers. Yan. Sa tulong nila, hahanapin natin ang tagong ganda at yaman ng Pilipinas.
Just enjoy the take you where you want. Place your beds, I'm gonna take you where you want. Go where you want. From the beach to the city, take a trip. Beach to the city, take a trip with me, take you where you want.
And that's our G Diaries Club, which will soon air on ABS-CBN. And if you have any posts for today, please do use the hashtag G Diaries Press Launch. Back to you, Aaron.
Very exciting, Gretchen, no? Sobrang bilis ng mga pangyayari. And syempre, lahat ng mga press na kasama natin ngayon ay looking forward na maka-join sa isa sa mga press junkets ng G Diaries. Okay? Yes, Miss Gina.
Here's, you want to go to this place?
Yes!
So we have can you write it down? You can say. March.
So we're organizing some trips for groups. Actually, for you, the press, and also for some paying individuals. Like we said, we want the communities. Whenever you pay, it's the communities that get naman the money here. So please book with us. We have a partner because we're a foundation. We have a partner travel agency. They're called Mirko and Troy. So we're doing all of the arrangements with them. March, we want to have a soul recess in Iba Zambales. So that's one of our communities. This will benefit the resettled community from the Mount Pinatubo eruption.
You should see what they have. They have a river with hot springs, and when you take the river, you end up in a white sand beach. Wow!
You also get to interact with the Aita community if that's interesting to you.
Yeah.
April is gateway to Samar and Leyte, one of our more successful sites. These are all Yolanda areas. But we want to see Samar and Leyte no longer as a Yolanda site, but really as a potential hub for ecotourism and community-based ecotourism at that. Beautiful Samar and Leyte.
Yeah, Samar, Leyte is surfing and skimboarding, and then they have a place there for massage just near the beach. Ay, nako. And then in Samar, they have this cave.
So what
I've never seen anything so beautiful, spectacular. Like it's, what's the one in Bohol? what's the river in Bohol? Look, many times over. Like really, it's actually even nicer than the underground river.
And
For
we also
summer.
have upcoming sites in Samar, which are the Paranas, Torpedo Cruise, and the Lulugayan Falls. Ito, majestic. There's no other word for it. I went there for site validation. Majestic. Talaga ang ganda-ganda.
But the money here will go to the community, the farmers, everything. You know, we keep asking the local people.
Jump starting.
Jump starting.
In May, let's travel to Sarangani, the beautiful Sarangani.
Oh, yan! That's the...
Where you can do your adventure stuff.
what do
We
you
have
call that?
whitewater rafting.
No,
We had skydiving. It's both adventure and cultural. We have the whitewater tubing, the Lamlefao community who does their local weaving. So that's Sarangani.
You ride on a salvavida and then you go from up, down. Ay, nako. It's really...
In August, we want to do an organized trip. Let's have a weekend pass in Guimaras. So Guimaras is a beautiful island.
Wow,
You
yay!
can do Inigo and Guimaras.
I can tell them about Guimaras, there's this biggest white sand beach in the middle of the sea. My God. In the middle of the sea, you have this white sand beach where you can actually play volleyball.
We're going to bring you to Suba, Malawi, where our floating cottage is that is benefiting the communities there. In September, let's have fun at Palawan. Palawan is one of the areas, the more mature areas of Bantay Kalikasan. We have Ubang Rock Adventures earning the 20 million or so that you saw a while ago. We have the Iwahig Firefly Watching, San Carlos River Cruise. If you want to be more adventurous, travel to the southernmost tip where you will find Brooks Point. We have a virgin coconut oil plant there. So for all of you who are interested in natural products, that's the place to go to. Next. In
You just write this down.
November is Sorsogon. So ma'am, November, we'll do Lola Sayong Surf Camp. They have just been the recipients of the BPIC Nag Awards. This area is the most awarded in terms of social enterprise development and community enterprise development. We have the Buhatan River Cruise. We can go to Matnog where there are pink beaches, pink sand. Okay. Bulusan is also a beautiful place to go to. And
Buhay Pilipinas!
Ang dami! So yun, so that's the year that you can enjoy all of the community sites of Bantay Kalikasan. So again,
I'm adding one more, Kinatarkan in Cebu. We wanna have islands for health and wellness. Yeah, so if you're sick, you go there. No, but you can go there even if you're feeling well. Huh? But we're gonna make that Kinatarkan. You can eat lato fresh from the lagoon. So
experience
health and wellness.
spirulina, live in an earth dome. I was just in Kinatarkan last Thursday, Friday. Ma'am, let's not forget, you don't have to go and travel far from Metro Manila. You want a natural oasis right here in Metro Manila, the biggest forest we have so far, La Mesa Watershed and La Mesa Eco Park. That's also being managed by the foundation. So every time you go there, whatever you spend there supports the advocacy of environmental protection. So please visit Eco Park.
We're also pushing glamping. You know glamping? Yeah. Glamping is glamour camping. Yeah. So we're looking for the tents. Yeah. But have you heard of glamping? Yeah. Okay, I think that's it. So why don't you tell them the cell or the email?
Okay, for numbers, if you want to book now or reserve a slot, please visit www.peercotroy.com.
Yeah, write that down.
Peercotroy.com. And also, you can call 0925-857-1665. That's 0925-857-1665. Please specify it's for the Bantay Kalikasan 20th Anniversary Tour. Libre po yun?
For the press.
Gagawa na daw ni Ma'am Gina na deal with the local government and the press.
They should pay for everything.
The press can go for free to write a story about it. But hopefully, you will also bring your friends and bring your family and organize tours that will benefit the
Actually,
communities.
if people want to organize things, we can do things.
We can customize things for you. At least 10, ma'am.
Yeah, if you're a minimum of 10, we can do a special tour for you any time of the week. Ganyan. During the summer. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas!
Yay! Thank you, Ms. Gina. Actually, confirmed na po si Gretchen Pulido ng TV Patrol. Sa itineraries.
Yeah!
Okay, our first question, Direk Alco.
Yeah, just a little announcement. The first episode of G Diaries will be on Feb 11.
Feb 11.
10:30 in the morning. And it's going to be Inigo and Maris in summer.
Before ASAP. Yeah.
Before ASAP.
Congratulations in advance. Our first question will come from the entertainment editor of the Manila Bulletin and the newly elected president of the Society of Philippine Entertainment Editors, no other than Jojo Panaliban.
Yung question ko kay Direk, so para maliwanag lang, hindi siya travel show na ipapakita yung mga magagandang lugar, kundi more of community development.
Actually, it's a lot of things. Kasi, of course, we have to show the locations. And we have to expose whatever is there, the attractions and all that. But more importantly, it's also showing the people who are in charge of these locations. The ones who have really built it up. Like, we went to Sohoton Cave, and we traveled through a community that was totally destroyed nung time ng Yolanda. And when we got there, sobrang siyang malinis, as in, para siyang Singapore. So, I mean, that thing doesn't happen on its own. There's a story there. There are people there. So,
Can I answer that also?
Yeah.
Because the goal of the show is to drive traffic to the place, no? So of course you have to talk about the beauty of the place, but not only that. It's also to talk about. It's also to inspire, and the way to inspire is you talk how people did it. No, they got themselves out of the whatever. No? Yeah. So it's not just a show, pang tourist show. It's a show that's meant to inspire, to give hope, to show possibilities, so that they can all around they can do the same thing. No?
it's also trying to sell the places as places for specific reasons. Like for example, we have our G Squad. Ang G Squad by Boyband, magbabarkada yan. So kaya kami naglubo. Kasi it's great for barkada outings and all this. Yung Sohoto naman is very romantic, you know, so that's why we have Inigo and Maris there. So we're going to pattern as much as possible, as much as their schedules allow. We're gonna pattern the shows. Depende kung sino sa G Squad yung nandun. The one we're working on right now is Elmo and hopefully Zanella. Hopefully.
Next question ko kay Miss Gina. What do you think of the mindset that traveling, maybe especially among young people, that traveling is really a status symbol more than enjoying a place? And maybe that's the reason some people would rather travel abroad just so they can show it on social media. Unang-una, it's more expensive than traveling in the Philippines. Mas exotic yung culture. And here we are championing the Philippines. So, what can you say about that?
But it's not mahal eh. Like for example, Lola Sayong in Gubat is 500 pesos. Free breakfast and free surf lesson a night. That's cheap, no? In Gubat. So it's not, there's, of course if you wanna stay in a ritzy hotel or something, you can do that. But if you wanna go glamping or you wanna go stay in a more inexpensive, you can do that. I mean, it's the choice is yours. It's not fair to say that lahat mag-travel like ganun para sa mayayaman lang. Pwede mag-travel maski walang pera na masyado. No? Just go by bus, no? Don't go by plane. No? Yeah.
Yung comment ko lang po dun sa Singapore, ang kaibahan kasi,
ganda ng place and
yeah, but they have the infrastructure we don't.
They built
travel,
it,
yeah.
but we don't need, like for example, that Ugong Rock, I put in 1 million pesos, the community made 29 million, 24. Why? Because God spent millions of years, 18 million years building that rock formation. So we don't need, and then the Iwahi River, I put in, I think 250,000 pesos there. The banqueros are earning 10,000 pesos a week. And they only work 3 hours at night, and I only put 250 pesos, of course, and free airtime, no? 250,000 pesos. Why? Because God has gifted the Philippines with so much, like so much. We just have to take care of it. In Singapore, they didn't have what God gave to us, so they literally had to put the trees and the plants, they put up the infrastructure kasi walang binigay. Eh dito naman, ang dami-daming binigay, hindi naman natin inaalagaan. So we need to take care of what God has given us in a way. Okay, like for example, when I was in, the other day I attended a convention, and then what came out there was in countries all over Asia, the economic pie increased, but the poverty decreased. But not in the Philippines. While the economic pie increases, the farmers, the fishermen, the children, they still continue to suffer. It's statistical. So we need to change this, and that's what G Diaries and I love, which is what we want to do. You create models where you develop the area para sa tao na doon nakatira. So you go, because you're the president of the entertainment. You put it in there.
On the first trip, nandiyan yung ex-president.
Oh, yung ex-president. Sino yung ex-president?
Mr. Ray.
Oh, yan you talk to yung ex-president. Yung ex at yung president.
Okay. My last question, sorry. Kay Inigo. Inigo, di ba ikaw kayo ang first episode? You know na kung saan kayo or na-shoot nyo na ba? Tell us more about this episode.
We haven't gone yet, but we're going this summer. We're going to the Sohoton Cave.
It's romantic.
Yes, well, I'm excited to see it. According to Direk Alco, it's really nice.
You can walk in the cave alone.
Yeah,
yeah, it's really nice. The cave, you can stand up and the smell is, it's better than the underground river.
Yeah, I like caves. The last cave I went to was in Sagada, so I'm excited to see one by the ocean. So it's something different.
You're surrounded by Kristel.
Yeah.
What's the name of your girlfriend again? Oh my God, it's so romantic.
Where was I?
You can go swim. Do you swim?
Yes, po, yes, po.
And does she swim?
She does.
Oh, they can swim together. Alco, you let them swim near that arch there.
I got it. We'll do it.
Yeah,
It's a haunted cave. Also, we're going to
why don't they kiss underwater? Si Valentine.
Yeah, I'm excited. Of course, sadly, Maurice was not able to come here today, but we're both excited for it. You know, being able to go out of town and just not just spending a day to see nature, but also to work together and to promote the place is very special already. Pero sa akin, more than that, summer is actually very special to me. I filmed my first movie there, Relax Just Pag-ibig, but I wasn't able to go around. And my lolo is actually from Samar, but we don't actually get to go there. We don't know any relatives anymore. So para sa akin, that place kind of is really, really special to me. And I'm excited to see Sohoton Island Cave. I haven't heard much about it.
It's spectacular.
Yeah,
I like really. Wow.
I'm looking forward to it.
And the river going there also, unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited to see more of it. And also the other destinations, of course.
I hope eventually magkaroon din tayo ng insurance dun sa mga nag-guide sa caves, no? Because dangerous yung ginagawa.
This cave is really safe.
That's so hot. But the one in Sagada is buwis buhay.
No. This one's really safe. You can walk inside the cave. It's really safe.
Thank you. I have a question for Direk. Direk, will you allow Miss Gina to converse with the natives in the dialect?
Oh,
wow.
Halimbawa in Bicol.
Actually, she does try. She do try. Or sometimes
tell
she
me
does
what
the
to say,
dance.
but I can
Kasi sa sambal is very difficult to.
Just teach me the word.
Maganda kasi.
Any other question?
No, about that, of course we will try. Kapag kaya. But other dialects are just really very hard to understand. But I mean, part of that also naman is immersing in other things about that location, the food, the culture, the way of life, which Boyband and Gretchen got to do considerably when we shot there. Lalo na si Russell and the food. Okay.
Thank you, Direk Alco. Our next question will come from Random Republica. Ms. Kate Adahar, na ginagawang Cubao, ang Singapore.
Again, sorry, what did you say, Sita? What is the question?
She's about to ask her question pa.
how similar or different will season 2 be from season 1? Aside from the inclusion of the G Squad.
You want to answer? What I know is that because in the season 2, we have more time. Eh? It's an hour and a half, and then it airs twice a week on ANC and then twice a week on Lifestyle. So there's more scope to tell the story. The season 1 was only half an hour, so it's gonna be quite different.
Yeah. Also, we're adapting. The way we're treating season 2 is completely different. Season 1 was a lot more in depth, and the tone was different. Now, the reason why the G Squad is here because the best way to sell something is to sell the fun, the laughter of those who have experienced it. I mean, I can tell you three long paragraphs about how nice it is, but if you see it, then that's a different story altogether. Also, we're going to go very heavy on social media, and we're putting up a YouTube channel that has exclusive content like yung pagkakalanan ng Boyband kay Gretchen ho, makikita niyo doon Alco. May mga ganun po tayo.
Thank you. And for Miss Gina, if there's one community you would want to promote, you think that really needs promotion, what would it be? An unknown place or community?
I want to help the farmers because I was just in Palawan Friday, yeah. And I love the feed of these farmers and fishermen there. Yeah, I really want to help them. They've been so neglected. There was mining put up in their area because the mayor's business is trucking. So they've been really, and so I off the top of my head because I just saw them. In Kinatartan, because I'm there all the time. This island. The health and wellness island, where people can go there and get healed, is a new thing, no? And I'm very interested in it.
You're the one who chooses the places to be featured. Are you the one deciding?
Now we're choosing areas where there's something to show. Yeah, I don't know if I should preempt it, but anyway, I'll just say we're gonna launch a contest with DOT. I already talked to Wanda there, and in this contest, like she has all these places, no? And then we will have areas throughout the country that can pitch to be one of the places, and then if they're chosen, we will give 5 million pesos worth of assistance. I'm maneuvering that now, so we're looking at that. So we have many places in the Philippines like this, and then what we're thinking of? This was her idea. Can you let me know if you think it's a good idea? Like is it The Voice? The Voice.
Yeah, the one that is like coaches.
You know how The Voice has coaches? Like, for example, we launch a contest and then they pitch, no? And then there are two things that are important. One is the environment, and then the other is inclusive growth. So if it carries that and education, then they just might make it. And then you know how in The Voice you have coaches? So what if we had coaches for business, like that? Like an Ilang Diaz or Tony Meloto, yeah, like that. And then you coach them and get them out of poverty and you put that on TV. What do you think? What do you think, Alco? Oh, let's get another show for them. Anyway, I'm gonna talk to Cory, but do you like it? Would that be interesting? Like showing how a community grows, and that, what if you get a Fernando Sobel or Indica like that and coaching these people on how to do business, no? You think that will go?
Inclusive growth.
Inclusive growth.
Without
Anyway, that was her idea. But you like it? You like the idea? Like getting coaches to get the community out of poverty, and the coaches are like big time businessmen already, or yeah. You think that will go? And then but environment and inclusive growth, yeah. Okay, anyway, that's it.
Thank you, Miss Gina. Ito, pwede rin natin itap as one of the coaches.
Who's the coach?
Ito pa, he is the founder of the Society of Philippine Entertainment Editors, and he also writes for the Manila Standard. Please welcome the legendary Mr. Isa Red.
Huwag kang maniwala, Gina. Hi, Gina. I was just, kasi dalawa kaming Bicolano dito sa magkatabi.
Ethel and you?
And the editor of the Tribune, si Dina. We're from Albay. So the first thing that came to our mind when we saw the AVP was that you chose yourself. Although we're very happy with Bicolanos.
I like the mayor.
Oh.
Who's the mayor there?
In Sorsogon?
I mean, in Albay.
The governor, si Albichara. And the mayor is Noel Rosal from Legazpi.
Is he good? They have, is he good? Okay, never mind.
I think, kaya lang, ang tanong lang namin kasi, bakit napunta sa Sorsogon yung focus ng G-Squad kesa sa Albay?
Because the mayor there
It's not
is...
being selfish, no? Pero,
We'll go Albay. The mayor there is okay. What would we, there? You can't,
kasi may mga areas din doon na pwede mong ipakita. Like, Sumlang Lake sa Kamalig,
So why don't
Albay.
you...
And then parang sa Ligao there is a parang vast of sunflower farm. And then in Ligao City. And the Kawakawa where there is a parang
They have a sunflower farm?
mini chocolate hills in Bohol. Parang Bohol. Pero mas marami kaysa doon
I'll
sa...
give you my card. Okay, you see, the key thing here is we want to get it's community-based.
It's community-based.
Yeah, so we need somebody there to work with. Because if you
She's
put
also
in
from
money...
Ligao. She's from Ligao. From Pulangi. Maraming
you should join
areas.
the contest. Anyway, you write it down.
Yeah, maraming areas doon.
Selena will give my card. That's she'll give you my calling card.
Here's my comment. No, I'm glad that ABS-CBN and G Diaries is doing this because I won't have to watch CNN the whole day to watch good show.
Wow! Woo!
So, kasi ako like me, I like watching shows that feature how a place comes about.
Wow.
From nothing to something.
Yeah.
And I think G Diaries will be able to do that. Sana wag lang i-trivialize masyado.
No, we don't. See, you write the places, but I need somebody there to work with. Who work with the community?
I'll tell you.
Okay. Are you?
And
My staff will give you. Where's Selena? She's there.
Ma'am, I think key is also, what we want to do is send the message that it can be replicated. We're not saying that these supported communities of Bantay Kalikasan are the only ones. Actually, what we want to know is, where are the others? Let's build this network.
No, we want
of
many.
entire
That's why we're going to have a
places.
contest.
Yeah.
I think the contest won't be the show. The contest will be a Shark Tank kind of thing.
This is a way to scale
But
it
you're
up,
what you were thinking, obviously, the winners of the contest will get 100,000 pesos if they win, and then 5 million pesos worth of assistance in 1 year. We're organizing that now. So that can be one of the, then we'll put it all on TV. I'm talking to.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
That's just my comment. That
Yeah. I want to
I'm
see the
happy
sunflower.
that something like this on local television is there,
Yeah.
so that I don't have to watch the local cable channels to see something good.
What's your name again?
Isa Red.
Isa, but the main, you have to tell us the person who will be there. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tito Aiza. Our next question will come from Bot Gloriosa of the Philippines.
For Miss Gina, hi, hello po.
Hi.
Apart from you promoting the plays through your show, are you and generate funds for the people through jobs? Do you also talk to them regarding how to manage their waste?
Yeah, it's green. What we want to do is a green economy, which absolutely includes waste. It's everything. Renewable energy, green economy. You cannot promote tourism kung maraming basura. Walang pupunta dyan. Yeah, absolutely. In our areas, we're really strict about the waste.
Oh, kasi di ba po yung sa Boracay naging problem na?
Ay, nako, Boracay. You know how much money floats in Boracay every year? You know how much? 20 billion pesos every year. But where are the people that are the original settlers there? They call them kulot. They're somewhere there in the mountains. I don't like that kind of tourism. Area development. You develop the area and the people there benefit. So that's what we want to do through G Diaries and ILA.
And one more thing lang po. After you have succeeded in promoting the place po, do you also make an effort to go back and check on them kung
No,
ano na yun?
I don't do anything unless I have people there. You cannot leave the community alone. No? They have to be mentored, accounting, culinary, massage. You have to go. It's not a one-shot deal. This is really not just a show.
Will you report it to your viewers?
What, darling?
Pwedeng i-report mo sa mga viewers kung anong nangyari doon sa...
Yeah. In fact, if the improvement is really good, what do you think, Alco? You can do another a sequel, no? Yeah, with the same, if the thing is really good. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
May nangyari.
You can give suggestions, di ba, Alco? Okay, this is interactive. This is our country together. So where's Jen, darling? Jen, where will they communicate if they want to give ideas and things like that? In the face. It's not yet up.
It's up.
It's up na? Okay. Okay, so you can go to G Diaries and then give suggestions and ideas, and if you have places, it's interactive, it's our country together. Can you, G Diaries website, okay. G Diaries Facebook. We should have a website. Okay, never mind, for now, G Diaries Facebook, okay.
And how would you like to announce that?
You can visit the official Facebook page of G Diaries. Actually, we're going live. Also, we have Twitter. It's G Diaries PH. And on Facebook, it's also G Diaries PH. We are also in Instagram.
Thank you, Anna. Our next question will come from the beautiful entertainment editor of Malaya, no other than Miss G. Trilliana.
She's the ex. He's the current, the guy.
I'm the secretary.
The ex-co is Aisa, right?
The ex is, I understand.
Yeah, this is for the G Squad. What does being a member of the squad mean to you? Have you become more conscious of the environment? Are you now into recycling because of your experience or being a member of the G Squad? Could you tell us more about how it has changed your life?
As a kid growing up in the States, there's a really big focus in just the national education on recycling, on renewable energy, and just having awareness of things like global warming, things like pollution, how these things affect us as people and affect the earth. A thing that I definitely notice here in the Philippines is that there are a lot of people who don't seem to have that same type of respect and that same type of awareness of the effects of these types of things. You can go downstairs and you'll see just garbage everywhere. You'll see a kid just sipping on some milk and then throw it off. It's because there's always the mentality that it's only one carton. It's a little thing. But the thing is, everybody thinks that way. So this is a thing that keeps on going, and it's just a repetitive cycle. So I think what's really important about being on a show like this with all these types of different artists is that we have a voice, and we can actually change the way that people think in this country and the way we approach the way we live our lives here. So there you go. Like what Russell was saying, it is our role to somehow give knowledge to the people and influence people, the youth especially. And it's very important. I mean, para sa akin, I'm also learning as well through the experience. Going through this project, I'm learning a lot from it. And with that, we're given the opportunity to share it with people and really influence them and inspire them to somehow, help our own country and somehow, do things the right way and not just depend on other countries, and really work for our own country rather than having people coming into our country and kind of just taking our money. You know what I mean? I feel like that's what's happening. And like what I said earlier, I'm just gonna say, giving importance to our own is something that's very important para sa akin. Kasi, I grew up in the States, half of my life I lived in the States. Pero nung pumunta ako dito, napansin ko na parang yung mga bata hindi marunong mag-Tagalog. Para sa akin, importante na mahalin yung sarili sa atin. That's the only thing we have. We could only sell so much things that we could call our own. But if we don't even actually love our own things, then parang how are we gonna grow as a nation, as a country? Parang if we keep comparing ourselves to other countries, what's that gonna do? If we don't actually put the work in and the effort, then what's gonna happen? So para sa akin, yun lang po yung parang masasabi ko po.
Just an aside, it's really good that you have a hit song in Tagalog. You're showing many young ones that it's cool.
Exactly.
Actually.
Yun din po with music, parang I noticed na ang daming songs, there are foreign songs in the charts. Para sa akin, it's important that we love our own music, OPM, and I'm glad that they chose singers as well for the show na parang we can promote also our music, which is also part of our culture. Yeah.
Yeah, so expect every episode to have new OPM songs. No, I'm just kidding. That's putting in too much pressure for us. I think what Inigo said was also true. Na the thing when you see us learning also, like me as part of the G Squad, like being able to learn in this project, it's also like when you watch shows na parang you see people learning in it or developing the project. It feels like you want to be a part of it as well. So like and also about all of the singers that they got for G Squad, like parang it feels the same way. Parang I don't think it's right for us to have fun. We have to go to a different country, or for us to appreciate our lives. Sometimes we feel like, oh, I feel so draggy, like here in the Philippines. Why don't I travel somewhere outside of our country? But in reality, we have so many beautiful spots in the Philippines. It's just a matter of perspective and the mindset and just being able to push it to people, because we don't have the platform to show where these places are. But then here we are having the opportunity to show it, to showcase how beautiful our country is to people, and I think it's really amazing. And the learning of the learning that we'll be able to do in the show, I think it will inspire a lot of viewers.
This for Gina.
I'm sorry, yung sa akin naman, kasi tinanong nyo kung ano yung pwede namin gawin doon. Siguro sa akin, to answer your question a while ago, yung status symbol, tingin ko traveling na tama yun. It's a status symbol. We all want to post about it, especially mga millennial. And that's why we're here. To make it, a cool thing, to travel in the Philippines. I think that's our mission. And I believe in the power of advertising. Kung nag-post kami tungkol sa isang lugar, kung ilagay na namin yung location na yun, malaking bagay na yun. Kasi marami, nasan ba to? Ano ba to? Saan ba to? Ang ganda, ba't ganyan? Uy, meron pa ng ganyan. And ako naman, siguro yung parte ko, bilang nagsusulat din po ako ng mga storya sa TV Patrol, ako naman, gusto ko naman tignan doon yung mga kwento ng mga tao na nandoon. Ano ba yung mga unique things na meron sila, yung kultura nila, yung komunidad nila, yung kwento na kung paano nga sila umangat mula sa baba. And gusto ko yun maipakita, o kahit man lang maipakita ko sa social media ko, malaking bagay na rin yan. I mean, it's a personal mission for all of us. And ang nakakatawa parang yung parang it's very relatable for everyone, even for yung mga followers namin. Pag nakita nila, uy, meron pa ng ganun. Diba? Diyan lang pala yun. Ay, ito pala, gano'n. So yun.
It's really important actually na maging inclusive talaga. Kasi even when I came back from the States 2 years ago, or actually no, 3 years ago, 4 years na pala, it was a really big dream for me to be able to do something more for the world. And at first, I kept thinking about global issues muna until I realized, what am I thinking? I'm in the Philippines, I'm from here. So parang we really have to start somewhere and we have to start with our own. And yung mga naging projects namin, to be honest, hindi naman siya nangyari dahil sa ang daming funding or ang daming mga connections. Nangyari talaga siya din, nagtulong-tulong kaming magkakaibigan, magbabarkada from different industries. Some are in entertainment, some sa business. So talagang guys, tulong-tulong lang. So, and I feel like there's such a disconnection in society na kapag masaya ka, may tubig ka sa bahay, may kuryente ka, may pagkain ka, may damit ka, minsan di talaga natin naiisip yung pinagdadaanan ng iba, nakakalimutan natin. And when we talk about social media, people used to ask me, bakit sa movement namin, bakit kami nagpo-post parati ng mga activities namin? Kasi for me, my point is, lahat tayo everyday nagpo-post tayo ng fashion, food, love life, fitness. Sorry, wala talaga akong boss. I had so many meetings this week, but we post about everything in our lives and our successes. But when it comes to the good things we do for other people or the good things we do to change lives, usually tinatago natin. And I feel like it's time to change that. It doesn't have to be a secret. It should be open, because the reason that I've been so inspired in my life is because of the stories that I've heard, the lives that have been changed, just like the ones we've seen and that we're about to see. And it's really important to remember that you don't have to be an expert. You don't have to be someone so big to really make a difference. It's really small. It's as simple as recycling, or really just being a part of the system, being more sustainable and environmentally friendly. It's really a connected thing. So we're really all connected.
For Miss Gina, thank you guys. For Miss Gina, do you have a say on who will be part or members of your squad, with the G squad?
I let out.
Yeah, but
I'm not. I don't know everyone in ABS.
But if you have someone in mind, an ideal partner, an earth warrior just like you, who would it be? Who would you want to be the one to join you on an ecotourism?
If I had the choice?
Yeah.
But I do, yeah, sure.
Any celebrity,
Yeah.
international, or whoever?
Leonardo.
Leonardo
Leonardo DiCaprio. I like Keanu Reeves. No? Keanu Reeves, yeah. But he's not a Keanu. I don't know. Yeah, I'm really open. I'm gonna let the director. I love these guys. Yeah, I love you guys. You know? And can I tell you something, that when you go around, if you have ideas or suggestions, you can say, you know? I mean, it's our project together. Like Gretchen was saying, you said you wanted more sportsy things in Gabon. Maybe we should have.
Forgot.
Yeah, so you can have because we want it good for everyone. You can give ideas also, so you're not limited to coming out on TV. And it's the same thing for everyone. You know, if you come and visit our places, you can give ideas and suggestions. It's totally okay. Yeah, we build the country together.
Thank you, Ms. Gina. Our next question will come from an online content creator, YouTuber, blogger, photographer, former IT management professional who loves adventures in whatever form, like travel, sports, photo walk, and anything fun under the sun. Please welcome Mr. Ted Claudio.
Sobra ng introduction mo, but thank you.
Introduction,
yeah, first of all, I'd like to congratulate not only Miss Gina, Direk, but the whole crew. Yeah, and I think only Miss Gina Lopez can pull up something like this that provides something like inclusive growth through ecotourism. Thank you very much for that. Yeah. My first question is for the G Squad. So now, given this opportunity to be part of this great program, what will be your pledge in terms of championing this cause beyond the TV show, beyond whatever is in the infrastructure on your own, personally?
Ako po siguro, nag-start na nga po, nag-post na po ako ng marami. Tapos nag-tag ako ng tag, and then tinatanong ko, saan ba yan? Slobo. Siguro yung to promote social media, to promote through stories, to promote by word of mouth, tell people about it. Parang malaking bagay po yun. Yun po yung pledge ko talaga, to talk more about these places that we visit.
Personally, I think I have very supportive fans who I think when they hear about the things that we do here in G Diaries, I feel like it will really spread around to them na para mas maging appreciative nga tayo ng ating bansa. And yun, I think that's my pledge talaga na yun nga, to be a part of the G Squad, na mag-build ng something that is really great towards something na magiging for our future. Yun, I just want to build something good for our future.
I guess I mentioned earlier that I came back 3 to 4 years ago, and to be honest, my life has never been the same. I started what we were doing, feeding programs and environmental initiatives, just as a passion project, and it ended up taking over my entire life, and I'm so grateful. I wish I started doing it way sooner, and I guess for us on our end, our pledge would really to be to be there. Whatever you need, please let us know, because even at this point, we're hoping that through just our small actions that started a few years ago, now we're trying to work with the United Nations and the DNR to even create school programs to mold the next generation. And I think this and everything that we're doing individually, and even just by living by example, simply just by that, without even preaching so much. Sometimes it's easier to speak, but to really live by what you stand for is really so much more powerful. And I think it's very inspiring to see all of them. Of course, I'm also like kilig and starstruck in so many ways that they believe in something so powerful and important. And I really think you guys are going to create such a big impact. So, no, trust me, I really believe in the power of the youth. And the fact that you guys are also here today is so much. It means so much, and I know we're going to make something.
Speaking of impact, meron ng impact agad because we are trending number 2 on Twitter right now. So
that's how you do it.
If you could greet our followers online. Sige.
Hello to everyone. What's up, guys? Thank you so much. Ayun, for me naman, guys, like I said, my pledge would be to spread awareness. Ang daming ways we can do it through sports, through music, love life. Just being us, guys, just to spread awareness sa mga kids because they follow us, they idolize us, parang ganun yung term. So parang just to give them, you know, the cooler ways to be aware of how our environment is and how lovely this country is. Yeah, ayun po.
I want to thank you for asking that question kasi po, that's something that we don't actually think about a lot. Pero sa akin kasi, it actually made me think. I was kind of panicking. Sabi ko, what do I say? And ako sa akin, para sa akin kasi, something na hindi natin napapansin palagi, pero it might be a small thing, but it has a big effect. It's procrastination. We tend to say things, like we're gonna say we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, but we don't actually end up doing it. So para sa akin, ang mapapromise ko lang siguro, or a pledge to that is really to stop procrastinating and just actually start acting and doing something. Because it's something that sounds small, but it has such a big effect. Yeah.
Ako po, gusto ko po mag-start ng pagbabago. Kasi po, parang nasanay na tayo na parang hindi natin na-appreciate kung anong meron tayo. At ito na po yung simula. Gusto ko pong sabihin sa mga katulad kong kabataan na ito na yung simula para sa mas magandang kinabukasan ng Pilipinas.
Para sa mga kabataan at hindi lang din sa kanila. Actually, lahat ng tao dito sa Pilipinas talaga, napaka-importante talaga ng kalikasan. And hindi natin kailangan pumunta sa ibang bansa para magbakasyon. Kasi dito talaga sa Pilipinas, maraming likas na yaman na hindi pa na-discover. Kailangan lang talaga nating i-promote, kailangan lang talaga nating mahalin yung sariling likas na yaman na meron tayo ngayon. Yun ang masasabi ko.
Yep, good. Okay, we are down to our last question, and our last question will come from no less than the Dean of the Philippine Showbiz, no other than Manay Ethel Ramos.
I have a question for Miss Gina. Tatakbo kayong sinabi. Kasi Miss Ernie, I pledged na for my
support. We will hold a separate Presscon for that. Okay.
I'm really not, I'm not into lawmaking. I'll get bored. I like this, making things happen makes me happy.
Kasi we need you in the government. We need someone like you in the government.
Are you ending now? Can I say something?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can I, if you don't mind, can I tell them something? Okay, can I say that when as you talked, I could feel your heart, and I can feel your heart, and I can feel your heart. So I really want to thank you because I feel that the essence of the show will be carried by your heart. It's your connection with the people there, it's what you believe in, it's your dreams, your aspirations. You will carry the show, right? You're the host. And then for you, it's just a job and then just go to sleep na lang, no? But if you believe in what, I mean, it's your ability to feel for people, and to feel for people, and to feel of what are unhappy. So, I want to thank you, and I want to applaud you. Alco! Let's applaud So, since this is going to end, I'm going to sing you a song since you're all singers. Are you ready?
Wow!
Are you ready? Yes! I'm going to sing for you. Are you ready?
Yes!
You are the one who makes me happy. Bye-bye. I wanna thank you, Alco and Melo, and where's Jenny? And can we ask because Jenny talaga here. She actually sings and dances. But where's Jenny Chan? They've been working, the staff have been working overtime. Like they really work hard and they work with us. So we need a round of applause. And I also love the heart that you have when we were talking, and we'll work together and give this country the future it deserves.
Thank you so much once again, Miss Gina Lopez. So we're all just so passionate to play our roles in the chain, just like we mentioned. It's not just the show, it's also about helping people in the grassroots, people in the communities. And for that to work, we need people to watch the show. So we need your help. Please disseminate information, share it to your friends, and through your articles, your social media accounts. And together, let's all show the world how beautiful the Philippines is. G! 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 Thank you so much and have a good day.